Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another Hamilton bait and tackle unboxing. Once again, if you have some rods and reels you're looking to upgrade, take them down to Hamilton Bait and Tackle, see Taylor or Ben, and they will give you a quote on your rods and reels so you can upgrade to some new rods and reels. I once again had some rods back here that are kind of collecting dust and kind of were being really used, so I traded in and got some stuff. This combo I picked up was not the goal, was not what I had planned on picking up when I got there, but I left with it. So let me show you the combo I got. So the original goal was either another X-Pride or biting that bullet and getting a poison Adrena. But that day, old buddy Aaron was out at the old Ville and was catching them on a little popper. And I was like, that sounds really fun. I don't have really a rod to throw. Oh, I got a panfish rod. I'll throw a panfish rod. So I scratched the idea, got there, was walking around, and I went over to the used rods. You can always check them out, see what they got. They had a Cashin Icon BFS rod. So I pick it up, and I'm like, that thing's pool noodly. That thing's kind of funky. 1/16 to 5/16. Well, I will throw that popper. I've been thinking about getting a BFS. I've been thinking about it for years. Aaron's telling me about it for years. All right, I'm only buying it if they have a Curado BFS in stock. They have Curado BFS in stock. So anyway, so your boy now has a Cashin Icon BFS 7-foot light with a Curado BFS XG. And I've already been out once with this. What a blast. This thing is so much fun. I should have listened to Aaron all those years ago. Probably 2 years, 3 years now as BFS has been over here. He's been hounding me about getting one. I always thought it was kind of stupid. To me, it's kind of, I don't think it's like game changing. Like if you have a medium light spinning rod or a light power spinning rods, you don't really need BFS to throw certain baits. You really don't. It's just a blast. This Sunday's video, you'll see this rod and reel in action, and it was so much fun. It was leaning into him, watching this rod just implode, and then just loosen your drag, literally a click, and then just hearing that click. I mean, literally hearing the I swear that kind of tight. Just hearing that, like, it was so much fun. Little ones, big ones. I hooked into 2 catfish on it, one being a pretty good one. Bent the living crap out of my Ned head. Hooked into a 10 pound, 12 pound, whatever it was, blue cat. Just so much fun. Literally just sitting there, just leaning and just holding on. My, so much fun. If you're on the fence, I'm telling you, if you're on the fence, just get it. Just get it. Cashin makes a BFS rod in the Element series. I think it's a 610 medium light. Pick that up. The crawls are a little expensive. They're $210. If you use my code, you get 10% off. But I know Cast King makes a couple reels on their $100 price point. So if you want to dabble, I think that Cashin rod would be great. I want to get another one, try it out. And get one of those Cast King reels spooled up with, I did 10 pound 832, and I just tied a leader on when I went to bomb contact stuff. Or I got picked up at Hamilton, some straight fluoro. Matt and Tim always talk about 7 pound being like the sweet spot, so I picked up some 7 pound sniper. But do it. I mean, absolutely do it. I'm not throwing little baby. I literally, you'll see in the video, I started off with a popper, which this is another thing out from Hamilton. This is the Mega Bass Pop X Junior BFS, little baby guy. Threw that first thing in the morning on straight braid, and then I throw Ned rigs. Literally 1/8 ounce. Well, started with footballs, and then I got snags. EWG 1/8 Ned heads on a 3-inch Ned bait. I threw like 3 or 4 different Ned baits, but I was throwing a Ned bait on. You see it bent out on Ned head. Just flipping it. Just flip it on cover, and you'll see. I'll talk about more in the video, but Absolute blast. Getting bit and just swinging and then click, click. Oh, it was absolutely a blast. Very intrigued with this stuff. I want to get another one. It's just kind of expensive to buy another combo and everything right now. So maybe down the road, but I'm gonna pick up some different stuff, pick up some smaller cranks. Probably give a couple more. I think Megabass makes a dog-esque version of a little baby guy. If not, I know Strike King came with a bunch of little BFS stuff. Owner, I think, did. And probably some of the JDM brands, or Japan brands, like Jackal probably did. Dual Realis probably did. Probably forget some others. So I'm going to look at some different stuff. Pick up a couple things, dabble, make a little box. But honestly, right now, I'm going to try and find some small EWG hooks and literally do like 1/16 weight and throw it around cover. And do like a 3-inch, 3 1/4. But just do it. It's so much fun. Anyway, back to the unboxing part. Like you saw, picked up this Megabass Pop X Junior. This is a matte shad, I think it's called. I forget, but nice see-through color. Water was still a little dingy. I wish I would have got a little bit more solid color, but oh well, not a big deal. Next, I picked up the big Megabass. I picked up the Pop Max. This is in banana something pearl. It's got these like holes through the mouth and like through the gills, supposed to help with like bubble trails or something. Not sure. Had a hard time getting it to just pop. It just kept wanting to walk. So, which is not a bad thing, but also not really what I wanted to do that day. I wanted to try to use a popper, bigger popper. But this thing walks pretty good. And it has a nice little bloop every time it walks. So if you're looking for a smaller walking bait, the Pop Max is the way to go. So didn't catch anything on that day, but absolutely incredible. I think it's gonna be really, really good. Just that little Pop X, little baby guy is awesome. Next is another new tackle from Core Tackle. I talked about it a couple of videos ago. I like what they're doing over there. They're just doing different things. So if you're doing things that it's not really a copycat, you're trying new things, I'm gonna at least try it. Give you the credit that you deserve for at least trying something and not just taking someone's idea, slightly tweaking it, calling your own, and making a bunch of money off it. And the new one is called these Wacky Shots. It's a weedless version. They came out with a Wacky Shot, I think, last year, or Wacky Thing, or whatever. But super cool. If you see on here, also I like how every Core Tackle bait, it comes with how you rig on the back, so I think that's kind of cool. But what they changed from the other one is, the other one had the little screw lock underneath. This one's on the actual shank of the hook. It's a little big, so not all your wacky rigs will fit better, but all your fatter ones, like your Cincos, any of those type plastic, the Bass Pro ones. My only real complaint is I don't have a ton of confidence in Trocar, so we'll get over that. Is the keeper, is this wire. I'm not a big fan of metal wires on anything anymore. It just seems like when they bite down, they get poked. I feel like they don't keep it in their mouth very long, and it's just one. I don't get it. Like, everyone uses dual anymore. So if I could change anything, I would take this wire off, go with a titanium like what Gamakatsu has. Actually, right here. Go with those titaniums. They're not as rigid. They do flex. They don't poke them. They don't have like a poking feature, I feel like. And it's 2 wires, so that's what I would change. Except that, I think it's really cool. These are a size 1 with a 1/28 ounce weight, so it's going to make the bait fall a little bit faster than your traditional straightless non-weighted. So you get a little more action in the bait. So I grab the used lunker log to kind of show you guys. It's not perfectly centered, I don't think, but that's pretty much what you do. You just kind of hook it on, and then you just screw up and down till you get deep in the mouth. I probably want a little too. That's about good. So I'm gonna try these out. We're gonna see how they do. I think it's, like I said, it's a super cool concept. So if you're at least gonna try something, like trying to change something, I'm gonna at least try to buy it and try it out. Because I think those brands, either how big or how little, of course, getting bigger, but I like to try to get their product and try it. So Core is one of those brands I'm really starting to dig. I want to get more of their stuff. I think they're doing some cool stuff over there. Is everything going to be a hit and it's going to be a game-changing bait? No, but at least trying. They're trying to do something different. So once again, I think we need to support those brands, especially Core, Made in the USA brand. It's like everything they're doing is trying. So I mean, they came out with the original hover rig, I think, or the first company over here to do it. But I think except that, I think everything else, I could be wrong, but I think everything else they made is technically their own version. So anyway, but really cool about that. Pretty excited. Like you saw, I did pick up some Sniper FC 7-pounder, and that's mainly because I didn't know if I want to do braid on this or straight fluoro. I'm digging the braid because you can take a knot and kind of put it in the spool and not have any like kind of use like a spinning rod. So I think this is going to be my leader material for the year on this, and it's 7 pounds, so I'm probably throwing my spinning rods as well for leader. Sniper is what I usually use for a leader. Gold label, like I said, I bought it, was on sale, so that's why I bought gold label. They do make Sniper in a leader material. I'll probably eventually start trying that again, but I've always said Sniper to me is the best fluoro available. It is starting to get a little pricey. I think it's like 20, I think that was like 24 bucks. It's starting to get a little pricey, but I still think it's probably the overall best fluoro on the market. Two last things. Hamilton was doing like some 72-hour sale, and the Jackal Drift Fry 4-inch were part of that sale. These were buy one, get one free. I guess we're gonna get some more strolling baits. So I picked up Silver Ayu and Ghost Wakasaki. Once again, you know, I'm just I'm just that guy you come to for all your sonar pinging knowledge, who's just an absolute dog at it. But I heard these are pretty good. I heard these are one of the better ones, so I wanted to try it out. It's pretty soft. It's kind of stiff material, but it's got this little cup, so I think that's supposed to make it rock easier. Then I don't have to pump it, I think. I forget what the big thing about these are, but that's what they are. These are all, like I said, 4-inch. That's a Silver IU, nice silver. It's not really a two-tone like everyone talks about, but I thought maybe just being a straight silver kind of pull off that bait fish look. Also, I know people are kind of hit and miss on clamshells. I kind of dig these clamshells. You got the shell, you got like a little lid. So I dig it. Takes up a lot of room, but I do dig having baits perfectly coming out of the package every single time. But sorry about those. These are the Ghost Wakasaki. Yeah, Wakasaki. Ooh, I like these. Yeah, I like these a lot. It's got that two-tone look. It's like the bottom's like it's like a clearish, but it's got that like tannish. I don't know if you guys can really see it. You can kind of see on this. It's like this color on the bottom. Purple, little purple line, brown top. So kind of different. They didn't have a ton of colors left. These were kind of bought out. I actually messed up, got the 5-inch. Thought they were all on sale. And was told by the big boss, no, it's only 4-inch. I'll put that back, grab another 4. So, but yeah, overall, I think they're pretty sweet. If worst case, another bait I bought for strolling doesn't work for me. It's just me, it's not the bait. That is everything I got from Hamilton Bait and Tackle. Like I said, had some in-store credit, and I also used some credit that I got from you guys and gals using my code. So I really do appreciate it when using my code. Like I said, some of that money to come back to the channel and be used on some rods. I pretty much blew most of my budget on that combo. So that with my trade-in covered all of this. So really do appreciate everything you guys have done so far this year. So hope you guys enjoy the unboxing. If you'd like to support the businesses that support me, all the contact information should be in my subscription. Until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.